Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? How are you out there? Thinker St. James here, baby. It is UFC 319 day. Fight time is upon us. Plessis versus Chimaev with your boy who forgot his fucking Red Bull. That's a false start. Need to go grab that, but we'll do that in a second. TJF, what's up, brother? W Yama, WTJF. You know, the feed's not started yet. Where's my board? I have to bring that up. Of course, it's like a long process, but that's all right. We can still do it. Hold on a second. Stop making noises. Stop making noises that don't want to come out, but here we go.
W!
There we go. Yes, so hyped for this one. Absolutely. A lot of people are, man. This is like one of the most hyped events in recent memory. I'm so happy that there's an event that actually inspires the fan base a little bit here. You know, good to see. Sarah Toby, what's up? How you doing? Can't stay long, but this card has been wild with cancellations, but it's still dope. Yeah, that is a little annoying. Brian Battle coming in 4 pounds overweight is not great. I was surprised that they actually canceled for that. I'm curious if that was because of his opponent not wanting to take the fight. Either way, his right to not, to do so, his right to not take the fight. And it does suck. It definitely does suck. So, unfortunate. Couple of cancellations indeed are unfortunate. But on the other side, you do have on 4 days' notice M. Beisinger from the Contender Series, the guy who got a knockout on the Contender Series, the only guy who got a knockout on the Contender Series, making his UFC debut in 4 days' time. So that's kind of cool. At least it's a decent little replacement. Very upset that Daniil and Rodrigo from the Ultimate Fighter is not happening, but that's okay. They'll remake that fight at some point. Hello, gents. Didgery Dave, how are you, sir? Good day, mate. We've got fights on deck. I was just finishing up my verdict. I have not put everything in just yet. Just getting to the end of that real quick. Have not done parlays either. I've been so fucking busy. Very, very busy. But I am down for the community parlay. So if you've got community parlay picks, get them in, people. Arrogant Savage, what's up? Thinker's gone bald. Nice cut, bro. How's the week been? Good, man. The week has been good. Week has been busy. I'm telling you this. Everybody was telling me, oh, you're going to have so much free time when you go independent. I'm like, I don't know where that is. Because I've been busy as hell right now. But things are going great. We're cooking. We're working. Things are moving. And, I think that things are going pretty all right. So feeling good. Looking forward to the fights today. Really disappointed in Brian Battle. Yeah, it is disappointing. It is definitely disappointing. Brian has had weight cut problems in the past. This is full camp. Somebody had said online on Twitter, I was looking at some comments, and somebody said, this seems like pure laziness this time. And I was like, what else can you say? I mean, whether or not it's laziness or unprofessionalism, either way, it's not good. It's not good. and it's not fair to his opponent. If it's what I was saying, if Ruziboev just said, "Hey, I don't want to fight a guy 4 pounds overweight," he's within his rights to do that. So, it sucks that the fight is off, but it is what it is, and it's Brian Battle's fault, one way or another. Still a banger of a card, though. Hope you've been well. I'll hop back on soon. Yeah, I appreciate you, Sarah Toby. Good to see you. Always enjoy seeing you in there. And hope to see you again soon. 3 canceled fights. Yes, E-Money J. We do know the deal, unfortunately. Gotta feel bad for Ruziboev, though. Yeah, I mean, not to an extent. I mean, he gets a bag one way or another. I mean, obviously he wants to go out there and perform and all that. Little easy payday is not bad. They'll probably reschedule the fight, I would think, but maybe, who knows? But yeah, I mean, Brian Battle is in the hot seat on that one because this isn't the first time. This card not starting till 7. I thought it was 6:30. Is it not 6:30? Either way, that's fine if it's not 6:30 because we can chill. It says 6:30 on here, but I mean, yeah, the feed might start at 6:30. They might start actual fights at 7. We'll see what's up. Either way, I'm here. I'm chilling. I'm just happy to be here for a card that people actually give a fuck about. E-Money J, what's the parlay today? There you go. That's another thing. If the card doesn't start until 7 o'clock, we got more time to get the community parlay in. You'd be down for a loopy money line? I love that. I do love that. We were talking about that on the podcast. Just put that clip out today of our little conversation about Loopy Godinez. I was thinking of titling that clip, New Mythical Fighter Unlocked, Loopy Who Doesn't Have to Take a Shit. Clear bowels Loopy. Clear bowels, full heart, can't lose. Clear bowels, full heart, can't losey Godinez. Did I nail it? I think I did. Did Brian, didn't know Brian was out, but seen something saying minus 850 on the Contender Series guy, though. Think that's worth the gamble? Yes. I mean, worth the gamble, not at minus 850. Of course, you're going to be making pennies on the dollar, but I mean, as far as him coming through, who knows? I mean, the reason I said yes initially is because he did get a kick knockout. He got a knockout with a kick to the stomach. Rare, because it wasn't on the liver side, if I recall. I think I was saying that on the watch along. That he got a knockout off of a gut kick that was not on liver side. That is exceedingly rare. So it would lead me to believe that the answer would be yes. However, he got that on a guy also on the Contender Series. So can he replicate that in the UFC? Perhaps. Who is he fighting? He is fighting... why am I forgetting? Because I just looked at it. I literally just had it on my screen. He's fighting Eric Nolan. That's not the same Nolan as no, that's Tom Nolan, right? The Australian guy? If Eric Nolan is another newcomer, then absolutely it's worth it. It's definitely a parlay filler. If you want to parlay him with somebody that you're confident about, parlay him with Michael Venom-Page. That would be my parlay right now. And I hate to say it because I'm a huge fan of Jared Cannonier. He's one of my absolute favorite fighters. I think that Cannonier is just such a bad matchup for MVP. Like, MVP is such a bad matchup for Cannonier. Strike that, reverse it, Willy Wonka style. I got to get some Red Bull in me, man. I'm still a little bit groggy. I just woke up from a nap not too long ago. I was up early. Your boy was at IKEA today, hanging out with the Swedes, walking through the self-assembly jungle in there. All right. My verdict is locked in. So, speaking of that Red Bull, I'm going to go get that real quick. Give me 1 second. You're going to get a nice shot of, actually, you're going to get a nice shot of the Game Bread shirt. Shout out to Game Bread Bare Knuckle MMA that I got to watch with Vitz King a couple, a year ago now, I guess. And a nice shot of the backside of your boy. So chill for just a second because I got to get that Red Bull in me. All right. My bad, y'all. I apologize for making you see that, but Red Bull takes precedence here. All right. Gotcha. I was wondering why he was the fave because of the recent KO. Hell yeah, I'll parlay him. Stoked to see MVP do his thing though. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not, to be perfectly honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm such a fan of Jared Cannonier that I'm really like, man, I don't want to have to watch that. But we've seen Cannonier, you know, have success in recent times, but he's had success against guys who are a little bit slower. Hey. Stop messing with the curtain, bud. So yeah, you know, I think that there's plenty of potential for MVP to get the job done. I mean, let me see what the deal is here as I open up the Red Bull to get myself fully invested. As the feed has also started. Shit, I got a lot going on right now. All right, boom. First shot of Chicago in the downtown there with boats going by. That is your sync point. We have feed. A lot going on. As far as parlays go, I would say that personally, I'm probably going to do Carlos Prates, Michael Venom Page, and maybe Contender Series guy. And I want to say like maybe a Chase Hooper. Those. Oh, and probably Alibi from Tough as well. I think Alibi is going to get that win pretty easy. Let's see here. This is the most exciting event of the year. Can't wait for DDP to win by submission. Only a small bet though if you're tempted. Damn, Didgeridoo Dave, that is bold to think that DDP is going to be submitting Hamzat. That is a wild assertion, but I like where your head's at. 8-leg tonight, round robin style, like it. I just woke up from a nap too. Figured it'd be a late night, so squeeze one in. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Like I said, I was up early, man. I was up early today. Your boy had to make the IKEA journey with a good friend of mine, getting some furniture for the office space. You know, doing the thing. So it was a good time. I enjoyed it. I love walking around IKEA. There is always some attractive ladies at the IKEA. All of my single gentlemen friends out there talking about where to meet women. I don't know if IKEA is the best place to do it because who knows what, you know, the mindset is like there. But there are always women at the IKEA is all I'm saying. Because if you're at an IKEA, you're in a place that's big enough to warrant an IKEA. So there's definitely at least the one I was at, there was a lot of women there, and I was like, man, this is not bad. So I was having fun with the IKEA run. All right, let's see E-Money J's ridiculous parlay here. Silva versus Barbosa, no distance. I don't know why, E-Money J, you are like, you constantly go with the no distance on female fights. Like, specifically these women, that's wild to me. And Barbosa on the money line as well. So Silva, so you're saying Barbosa no distance and money line? Oh no, dude, that's Edson Barbosa. My bad. Barbosa on the money line for that, I'm okay with. I'm going for Drakkar Close on that one. Loopy money line, Kai money line, Page versus Jared, no distance. That's crazy as well. I think Jared's gonna. I think that Michael Venom Page is going to point strike from the outside, point his way to a decision win. Neal money line, Murphy money line. Drika versus Chimaev, no distance. I like a couple of those. Just got up to 8:30 a.m. Yeah, Didgeridoo Dave, hell yeah, dude. You're doing the early morning deal to watch fights. That's your dedication to the sport. I always appreciate my international friends there. Getting it in from afar for the love of the game. Rewind. What's good, bro? The Uncle Thinker does what the fuck he wants. You goddamn right he does. How you doing? Hey, I'm doing great, bro. Red Bull flowing in the system. Trip to IKEA under the belt today. Nap successful. Today was a great day, man. Hopefully these fights are good. So hyped for 319, brother. I'm excited as well. It really is the first card in a while that people have actually been hype about. Like, for real. This is like one of the few cards in recent memory that I've heard like a lot of conversation about. Like, it actually felt like people gave a fuck. I want to say that it's been like 4 or 5 cards at this point that like people have not really been giving a fuck about. Not like this anyway. John motherfucking Dong, how are you, sir? Community parlay is Silva, Barbosa, no distance. Jared versus Page, no distance. DDP versus Chimaev, no distance. No fucking way, dude. That is such a terrible part. E-Money J, I swear you're trolling sometimes, bro. That is terrible. 2 out of 3 of those, I do not believe. But, I guess, Didgeridoo Dave did say no distance on DDP and Chimaev. So technically, I guess that is more community than just you. But all right. You know what? You make a good point in that. I think I just justified it. I think I just justified it in my own mind after speaking it out loud. What's more likely, DDP beating Hamzat or Gon beating Aspinall? Drika, that is an unfair comparison considering that Drikas is going to retain tonight. Drikas by falling piano. Drikas by anvil. Being hurled through the window of the Chicago arena. All right. You know what? We got to do it. 319. We're locking in here. So what was it? It was Silva versus Barbosa, no distance. Oh God, I cannot believe that you think that that's gonna happen. That one hurts my fucking feelings. But all right. Where is it? No distance. Will the fight go the distance? No. All right. Plus 160 on that, by the way. But okay. And then Jared and MVP, no distance. Also, not likely in the slightest, I would say. But yep, plus 175 on that one. And the third leg of the community parlay, Hamzat and Drikas, no distance. That has a better likelihood here. Will the fight go the distance? No distance. Minus 360 on that one. So there you go. That's, like I said, better likelihood. All right. That is a plus 814, y'all. Bet is placed. Community parlay locked in. Got to have the faith. I would have the faith in something I've actually believed in. Speaking of which, I should probably put some stuff in from the Thinker parlay here real quick. So talk amongst yourself while I get my own parlay going. But I said I want to get this in before this fight starts because I want to get a Libby in there. Chase Hooper. I'm going to leave Loopy off of this one. Yeah, M. Bison. And Carlos Prates. Yeah, and MVP. There you go. All favorites. So, short money on it. But I do believe in those picks pretty much. Actually, I'm going to take Chase Hooper off of that, just in case Hernandez actually pulls the robbery off. But Basinger, Alibi, Carlos Prates, Michael Venom Page, we're locking in. All right, bingo. We good. Drikas by Hamzat submitting himself. I love it. Drikas by respawning multiple times. Drikas by spawn behind Hamzat. Yo, yes, Drikas gonna pull off the Mortal Kombat move. Who did that? Smoke? You remember in Mortal Kombat with Smoke where he would like be on one side and then he would like turn into smoke, go down, and he would pop up on the other side? Drikas can do that. Remember DDP by painting a tunnel on a brick wall. Bing fucking go, bro. Come on. Road Runner brother. Brother. He is Road Runner brother. If I have to be the Road Runner, I will be the Road Runner. This fight, very important to me. Be the Road Runner. You're not going to be able to beat the Road Runner, mate. That's not a bad Drikas. He's got a very, like, lackadaisical South African accent. South African. Mate, you're not going to be able to beat me, mate. It won't happen. It will not happen in the cage. It's not going to happen. I will be able to beat him anywhere that I want. That's not a bad Drikas. Come on, you got to give me a little bit of credit here. I think that's an okay Drikas. Those ladies are going to get at it. We'll see. Diani Barbosa, neither of them are like go at it ladies though. We'll see. Look, I do the community parlay is locked in it. That's a huge hit. So I like if that hits, I would be very happy. I think Alibi's about to get at it. I think Alibi's about to take care of this former UFC fighter turned wannabe UFC fighter. So nice to see fights starting early. I mean, early with all the cancellations. Woo. All right. Hamzat is a killer, but DDP is immortal. There you go. He's one of those characters in the video game that just won't die. There you go. Thank you, Savage. I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that because that is some facts. The champ is here, man. You're going to want to chase me around the cage, but that is not going to happen. He thinks that he's going to get a takedown, but not on me. Not on the champ. I'm telling you, I like that South African accent because it's got a little bit of like signature African in it, but like the English as well. It's like a weird kind of mixing middle point. Think that he is going to win this fight. It's just ridiculous. You're not going to hurt me. New champ tonight? No fucking way. No way. Not going to happen. All right, Joe Mo. Joseph Morales versus Alibi, the Kazakhstani. Dun, 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 dun. Horse and carriage. I do like the South African accent. There you go. You mean in general or when I do it? You're not going to hurt me. All right, we got Chicago referees, by the way. Remember, we're in Chicago tonight. So this Chicago referee starting things off with the Ultimate Fighter finals right here. Fights underway. Boom. Let's go. Alibi. Joe Mo. Ooh, all right. Alibi starting off strong there. Or Morales, rather. I guess he landed a good shot there. But Morales does start quickly. He gasses, though. Alibi's got good cardio. Alibi real skinny. Ooh. All right. Oh. Yep, Morales with a couple good shots there. Nice. Hey, spinning wheel kick for Alibi. Gets blocked, but appreciate the attempt. Oh, nice jump knee for Alibi. Looks like they don't get Venom shorts yet. Oh, yeah, interesting. I didn't think about that. Yeah, they got Tough branded stuff. Maybe Venom didn't sign the deal for the Tough kit. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Good call. Good catch. Yeah, this is the Ultimate Fighter finale, of course. You know what would be dope is that it would be really cool if they had the Ultimate Fighter coaches still cornering them on these fights, because DC is on the commentary right now, so he is not cornering his guy. All right. Hey, all right. Alibi almost gets the takedown. Morales able to reverse the position. Nice knee. Oh, Chael is in Morales' corner. So wait, DC? Yeah, DC can't be cornering and doing commentary. So that's unfortunate, but I appreciate that. There you go. Chael is doing the cornering for Morales. Ooh, that was a nice elbow. I mean, Alibi keeps throwing that teep up front, that front kick to the body. See if one of those can actually affect Morales at all. Ooh, careful, Alibi. Going for a spinning back fist. A little bit wild there. Morales gets a takedown. A close round so far. Yeah, Morales gets the takedown. We'll see if Alibi can work his way back up here. So far, so good. He's making good progress towards getting to the cage. Morales trying to turn the body away from the cage. That's a smart move. Yeah, Morales is racking up control time here. Not looking good for Alibi right now. Huge favorite, Alibi. Where's your boy right now, Chase? Shout out to Chase. Chase was evangelizing for Alibi. I was kind of believing some of the stuff he was saying. Morales, almost had the body triangle in there. He's kind of got it. All right, Alibi trying to shake him off now because he's on the back. All right, yep, Morales is doing pretty good work. He's got the full, triangle locked in. He's got the backpack now. Minute plus right now left in this round. And Morales is taking this round pretty handily. Alibi's cardio is good, though. I wouldn't be worried about him gassing out. And Morales is probably going to burn his legs out a little bit, just keeping this position, not really getting anywhere. All right, he lets it go. Smart move. All right, nice knee there. All right, there you go. Oh, yep. That was work. That was nice work by Morales. He stayed with the control. Alibi was trying to advance a position himself, get out of the control, and Morales just kind of stayed with it, kept the grip. Yeah, this is just going to be grip right now. Morales just kind of keeping control. Yeah, so I was saying he'll oh. Yeah, try almost like like a rear triangle choke there for a second. Oh, now he's got the rear naked. Oh, he's giving the thumbs up. All right, Alibi giving the thumbs up. He's good. All right, Alibi makes it, but he was in a rear naked for real there for a second. Damn, that's a bad round for Alibi now. Alibi needs a big comeback here. Doesn't have DC in the corner to yell at him. Because DC will give it to you straight in the corner. I give him credit for that. On The Ultimate Fighter, DC was pretty honest with these guys, saying, you know, you need to do better. All right, we're getting the Alibi cornering here, trying to say, you know, you need to do better. I want you to break free. Yeah, Morales was doing decent in the striking as well. He looked good in that round. But I do know that he did gas out on the show, so we're going to need to see Alibi be a little bit more aggressive. Pretty fun first round. No, I agree. Not bad. Both these guys, you know, they're fighting flyweight. It's going to be scrappy. But Alibi needs... Oh, there you go. That was a nice crescent kick there. All right. Yep, they're both active. I definitely think that's cool. I just want Alibi to be more, like, controlled aggression. Like, he needs to start landing shots more effectively. Hey, Pre, what's up, my dude? Yes, the prelims are on. Yes, indeed. We're watching Joseph Morales and Alibi Idris, the Ultimate Fighter finals right now. Well, the one final. This the flyweight finals tonight. Obviously, Daniil and Rodrigo need to have their fight rescheduled, but we are locked in. We are enjoying this fight so far. You're one round down, so you haven't missed too much. Good to see you, brother. I was very, it made me feel great that you were asking about the start time in the Discord. And you are here right on time, my guy. We are just getting started. Long night of fights ahead of us here. Ooh. All right, there we go. A couple decent shots traded there in close range. I agree with DC. Alibi should stop with all this spinny shit. Yeah, Morales is looking much better in this fight than Alibi is, man. Alibi's kind of making poor decisions, poor choices. Oof. Uh-oh. Morales starting to land. Alibi looking like he might be hurt. Uh-oh. All right, yeah. Oh, bro, Alibi's still spinning. How are you still spinning after you get hurt like that, bro? Oh, Alibi about to lose. Alibi about to ruin this parlay right now. This is crazy. Alibi looks so much worse than how he looked on the show. Like, Morales is Morales going for like a Suliev stretch right now. Crazy. It's not on till 1 a.m. for you. The streaming platform you're using isn't showing it live. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why. You might want to refresh or something, because yeah, the prelims are on. Hopefully they're not just showing main card for you. Oh, Morales. Oh, Morales has the triangle. What the fuck? Bro, Morales has a nice triangle right now. When was the last time you saw a straight up triangle actually get? Oh, wow. Joseph Morales just triangled Alibi. Where are you now, Chase? I cannot believe that shit. That's wild. That is wild to me. I specifically tried to get the parlay in before that fight so that I could have that fight on it. Now I have to refile the parlay because fucking Alibi fighting like so bad. That was so bad. That was really, really bad. All right. Well, I'm going to have to refile this parlay now. but we're going to do it. Whoops, not you. I'm amazed by that. I'm amazed that Alibi looked that bad compared to how he looked on the show. Because even if Chase hadn't said anything, I certainly would have picked Alibi over Morales based on what I saw in The Ultimate Fighter. But good Lord, Joseph Morales just did anything that he wanted in that fight, and Alibi kept spinning around like a goddamn top, not landing any of that shit. Oh my God. That's ridiculous, dude. Oh shit, and Lerone Murphy is plus money. I'm gonna put him on there too. All right. Anyway, new parlay is in. Community parlay is still intact. I'm surprised as hell by that. Shout out to Joseph Morales, Jomo, the new Ultimate Fighter, for his second stint in the organization. There you go. First fight, you get a finish. That's a good start. That's a good sign for this card. Yeah. Alibi looking terrible in that fight. Nick Cimarusi is your referee. Hey. Joseph Morales, your Ultimate Fighter Season 33 winner. Oh, Dana White has the mic. What's he going to be talking about? Yeah, second run for Morales now. The title run starts now. Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's no lie. He did look good on the feet and on the ground. Here we go. No distance coming up. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep the faith, considering that we just got to finish in that fight. So far, so good. Yeah, I mean, he was a heavy underdog in this fight. Good for him. I cannot believe that he locked in an old school standard triangle to get the win. Alibi spinning all over the place, got hurt, spun again, and then got triangled. I stopped watching Tough, tried this season, but DC annoyed the shit out of me, so I never got to see them fight, but Morales looked sharp, or Alibi just didn't show up today. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. All right. Yeah, no, I mean, this season of The Ultimate Fighter was pretty bad. Not going to lie. The fights were okay. The last fight this past week was pretty decent. But yeah, the show itself was really not great. Considering that you had Chael and DC, two of the most entertaining people in the sport, neither of which were being entertaining on the show. The most entertaining thing that happened this season, two things. The most entertaining things that happened on Season 33 of The Ultimate Fighter. One was Chael Sonnen putting up the money for every pound that his fighter missed weight by in order to have his opponent take the fight, and then his fighter losing that fight. That was entertaining. That was pretty funny. And two, the very first episode of the show was the Indian Arshan Memon running into the house and immediately washing his feet in the sink. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty funny. Other than that, no entertainment to be had at all this season. Oh shit, we're getting the Contender Series guy coming up now. M. Beisinger. Yeah, so this is a little bit of history in the making right now. Beisinger Susikayev is making the quickest turnaround in UFC history right now, going from a fight 4 days ago to a fight tonight. That is the quickest turnaround in the history of the organization, even though I don't know if you can really count it, considering that the Contender Series doesn't count as UFC fights, right? Contender Series is its own thing. But yeah, Beisinger Susikayev versus Eric Nolan coming up. Oh, I guess maybe it's not coming up next. I don't know. Whatever. I guess they were just showing a preview of it. Whatever. The early prelims aren't, but the actual prelims are. Yeah, okay, got you. Yeah, that's annoying when they break it up like that. So yeah, okay, the Silva Barbosa fight is next. Pray for no distance. I don't see any reality where this happens, but sometimes E-Money J sees a different reality. He sees into the Matrix. I mean, Barbosa does have 4 first-round finishes, all submissions in those four first-round subs. We ready for DDP by Herb Dean removing his mask, revealing he was Drekus all along. I love this. Yes. You know, that's what it's going to be, is that it's going to be Drekus across from Hamzat, Herb Dean the referee. The Drekus versus Hamzat goes Hamzat's way, and then the mask off moment, it was 2 Drekuses in the cage at the same time. It's going to be something special. That's why I wanted to watch it. I thought Chael was going to bring his usual personality, but he seemed really subdued. Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. Very professional. Too professional for my liking. There you go. Glad I didn't miss too much not watching. Yeah, no, you didn't miss anything. You missed absolutely nothing. I don't even do watch-alongs for every season of The Ultimate Fighter. For this season, I thought that it would be, like, more entertaining, so I wanted to. But, yeah, there were some days where I was like, man, you know, I always enjoy watching it when, you know, I'm hanging out with you guys. But at the same time, I was like, this is certainly not high entertainment here. Tom Nolan is... not Tom. What is it? Eric Nolan. Eric Nolan is from New Jersey? Well, you know what that means. I don't know. What does it mean? John Dong says, I forgot if I asked you this already, but how would MVP versus middleweight Alex Pereira go? That's a good question. I think MVP would have a good shot in that fight because he's so fast. I think it'd be similar to this fight because that's the whole thing, is that MVP, even at middleweight, still is going to move like a welterweight, and he's very fast at welterweight. So he's one of the faster welterweights that we've got. Points on the outside. I think he's got a good shot in that fight. I mean, since he is a striker, though, Alex would probably still find the shot, but it would at least not be necessarily first-round finish. How about that? I think it would probably be a long period of time for it to take Alex to figure out, like, the rhythm before he would actually be able to land the shot. How about Gianni's teeth? Yeah, Yanni the Greek's got the greatest teeth in the game. He should definitely have them. He bought them. MVP is good. That duck under elbow that he throws is awesome. Yeah, his spinny shit is all cool. I'm amazed that it's as successful as it is. I'm amazed that MVP still is able to be as successful with his style as he has been in the UFC as he was in Bellator. Because I would think that at some point the movement of MVP would get a little predictable, but it really doesn't seem like it has. It seems like he's still having some really good success with it. So, very impressive. He actually has a YouTube channel where he taught it. That's cool. I appreciate that. I watched the tape, and that's why I picked no distance. All right, E-Money J. I mean, yeah, who did she submit, though? Diani Belbita? Come on, bro. The Lithuanian chick or whatever? I don't know. Or not Lithuanian. I think she's, oh, God, what was it? Maybe it is Lithuanian. I don't remember. She's from, maybe the Netherlands? I don't know. Whatever it is. All I know is that Diani Belbita and Diani Barbosa are two very different fighters. Let's not forget what MVP did to Cyborg. How could you? Him and people remember the Cyborg skull crush. People don't remember as much the fact that he shattered. What was his? What was the dude's name? Not Takanori Gomi, but the Japanese dude. He shattered his kneecap. So yeah, MVP has gotten some pretty nasty knockouts in his time with his crazy style. That was all in Bellator, though. It's interesting that we have Hamzat, one of the best MMA wrestlers, and MVP, one of the best MMA strikers. Yeah, there you go. You know, this card is on paper very good. Hopefully it lives up to what we're expecting here. Take these off for a couple minutes while we've got some commercials leading into our next fight. Yeah, I mean, we got a finish so far. So first round finish is always nice. First round sub. Let's hope we can get the same thing in the second fight. Just Chris. Where can you watch it live? Hit up the Discord. Somebody might be able to help you out in the Discord. Unfortunately, I cannot show the fights live, but if you join the Discord, ask in there, somebody might be able to help you out. Fucking cold here at the moment. Can't feel my toes. Really? Is that cold out in Australia? I guess it is about that time of year. Where can you get the link? Oh, you almost had it. Just spell Discord right. That's the way to do it. Exclamation point Discord is right. You got to spell it right. Hey, thank you for following, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, try it one more time. You got it. Thank you very much for following, though. Chi wee wee to you. Didgeridoo Dave, is this the time of year that it starts getting cold like that? Is it going to stay that cold for the rest of the year? Going into January? Because it's early, man. I mean, only August. And you're already that cold. That's crazy. I do like Jared, but I like MVP more, but I'll be happy with whoever wins. I would like Jared to win. I'm a huge Jared fan, but I just think that MVP has the exact right style to be very problematic for Jared Cannonier. Definitely think MVP by point fighting, like you said, but they're both awesome people. I'll be happy either way. Yeah, sure. Exactly. I like MVP too. I've never had a problem with MVP. I think that he's a little arrogant. I will say that, that I think his arrogance gets a little bit annoying sometimes, but as a person, he's always been pretty cool. No, it's the last month of winter. Oh yeah, right. I'm an idiot. I forgot. You guys are on the reverse. You guys are reversed. Yes, you guys are still cold, and you're about to get hot. That's so wild to me that you have hot Christmas. Forgot about that. Yeah, dude. Dope. Well, then I guess the opposite, you know. So enjoy the cold weather while you can, because you're gonna be nice and warm in a month or so. All right, Diani the Witch. Diani the Witch, also a dope rap name. If that was her MC name, I'd be like, yo, Diani the Witch about to spit some bars over here. 40 degrees Celsius for Christmas. I don't know what that equates to in Fahrenheit, but here in America, where we speak American, we use Fahrenheit. Oh, TJF missing Vitz right now. Brother, same, my dude. We're counting down the days, though. It should be only a couple more days, maybe 2 more weeks before we'll be able to get Vitz King back, hopefully. What is Celsius? That is an energy drink. All right, Yanni Barbosa and Carini Silva. That's about 104 in Fahrenheit. Good Lord. Yeah, 104 coincidentally what it was here today in Florida. I got into my car after IKEA, looked at the thermometer and was like, God damn, I am inside of an oven right now. It is crazy when you open up your car door and see those little squiggly cartoon lines coming out. Rick Allen, good to see you. Why isn't that bearded fatty with you for this big card tonight? That's my best friend you're talking about there, so you better watch your mouth. But he's working. He is working, but hopefully this coming month we'll be able to get the schedules lined back up and get my boy back on for the Saturday watch-alongs at least. Can't even go out when it's 80, probably why I'm so pale. Come on, brother. You need to get some vitamin D in your life. Isn't that's the, oh, wait, is that vitamin E? Which one's the sun one? I think it's vitamin E. Either way, get yourself into the sunshine, brother. It's good for you. In small doses, of course. You know, don't be out there just burning yourself to death, but. And Rick Allen on one already. Always good to see you, Rick. All right. Diani Barbosa, Carini Silva, already off to a very strong start here. Hey, Ronaldo C4. Appreciate it. Thank you. Even if you are a robot, I appreciate robots. Oh, vitamin D is the sun vitamin? Okay, I was right the first time. Got you. Thank you, Dave. It's been 104 today in the past few days. Had to build a roof for an enclosure and felt like I jumped into a pool fully clothed by the end of it. Had sweat puddled in my boots. Oh, brother. I'm sure I've told the story before, but back in my old job, there was a time when I was doing an install of some audio equipment at a poolside. It was the middle of the night, but the humidity was so high in the air. It was like 90 degrees at night, and since we were by the pool, you could see the humidity lifting off of the pool, and I was in all black, and I was soaked by the end of it. It was so fucking nasty. I had already worked a full shift before that, too. So, yeah, trust I understand how that feels, bro. Building a roof, doing any kind of roofing in this weather is like almost negligent. that might be a criminal offense, Arrogant Savage. You just have the cops roll out to the farm like, excuse me, son, you roofing up there? down off that roof. Show me your hands. Drop the roofing equipment. Drop that planer, son. Oh my God. This is a finishing fight right now. This is a fight that's going to be finished. We've seen 3.5 minutes already of them basically pointing on the outside on each other. Where's E-Money J right now? A puddled gooch as well, I'd imagine. That's a great sentence. I don't know if I've ever said that exact sentence before. All right. Barbosa gets a takedown. Uh-oh. No! You gotta be kidding me. Barbosa with the rear naked. Kind of a short choke. But Silva's doing a good job to fight it right now. Yeah, Barbosa actually turning up here. Okay, she's going to swing the round this way. She got time to do it, though. I mean, she got 15 seconds if she can get her hands locked up here. But yeah, Silva's doing a good job of not letting it happen. Crucifix. Oh, armbar. Oh, yeah. No, she doesn't get it. All right. All right. Maybe there will be a finish in this fight. I'm holding out faith. What did you make for the community parlay and your other ones? I missed because I was eating dinner. Yeah, TJF, no worries. So the community parlay is a bunch of no distances, basically. Let me read it off to you real quick. So the current community parlay is this fight, no distance. So Karine Silva and Deani Barbosa, no distance. Cannonier and Page, no distance. And Dricus and Chimaev, no distance. So that's the E-Money J / Didgery Dave special on that one. I am not confident at all in it, but the community gets what it wants. And then, oh yeah, my parlay. My personal parlay is a somewhat safe one, I would say, but I do have a little plus money on there now. The new parlay is Beisinger, Susikaev, Michael Venom Page, Carlos Prates, and Lerone Murphy. That is the Thinker parlay. Savage said, ball sweat like no other. Good luck tonight. Let's make some money, brother. From your mouth to God's ears, my man. Shower never felt so needed, man. People who have to work full shifts outside are another beast. Yeah, that's legit. Props for putting up with that for as long as you did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I can tell you other stories, dude. Not only did I work outside for a very long time in the Florida heat, but I worked outside doing pretty much manual labor at the hottest point of the day. There were times where I had to ride a bike outside in all black. Yeah, that was the other part of it. My uniform was all black. So yeah, it was, man, that was a much younger version of myself. And I am very glad that I don't do that shit anymore. I'm usually outside a max of 3 to 5 hours, depending on the task, but 8 to 10 hour shifts in Florida heat is a whole nother thing. Yeah, for real, dude. Luckily, the ones that I had to work outside the most were like 4-hour calls, but for those 4 hours, bro, it was work. It was work. Have you been investing in stocks lately? I mean, my same investments that I have are still there, but I haven't been making any new investments. TJF knows what's up. You made over 25,000 over the past month? What? You made 25,000 in the past month. Damn, you must have had a lot invested already. Unless you just paid into something that hit heavy. What was your initial investment if you made that much? what the hell is DC talking about? DC just said it was about to be BET out there. I was like, I had no clue. I missed what he said. I missed what the setup was for that, but I guess him and other African Americans doing something together. Solidarity. Uhuru. Anyway. You've been investing a lot in AMD, Tesla, and Apple. All of that went up that much in a month? That's a crazy amount, dude. I mean, shit, if you're making 25,000 in a month, I mean, I guess that's not all dividends. That's just the core of it, but sounds like you're doing pretty all right. I don't have nearly that much in there. But I did get in early on Nvidia, so I've been doing pretty good with that stock. Oh, you just bought them when they were very low. Got you. You've been investing in the Direction Bull ETF versions of those stocks? Okay. I'll have to see if I can find that. That's what's up, though, man. Congratulations. Barbosa with the triangle in, but she's got her own arm in there. Why is her own arm in that triangle? Like, get your arm out of there. Oh, I guess she's trying to pull it tighter, but yeah, I mean, she's got her own. There you go. All right, yeah, she gets that broken. That was Silva getting the triangle rather, but yeah, Silva trying to lock this up, but now Barbosa is way out of it. Got both arms through. So look up TSLL, AMDL, and AAPU specifically. They are significantly cheaper than the actual company stocks. Okay. All right. I'm gonna come back to the replay of this watch along and get my stock advice out of it. Literally everyone with the exact same take for tonight. Chimaev could win in the first round, but if it goes late, DDP wins. Blah blah blah. Nobody has anything interesting to say. Well, Rick Allen, if that's the truth, then what what do you want? All right, I'll say it a different way. Dricus by first round knockout. How about Dricus by third round submission? Hamzat by slam knockout. Are these more interesting things? Perhaps. Are they accurate? Like, bro, you just like to complain, dude. You're just a complainer. There you go. Yeah, exactly. All of those. Dricus by comically large hammer. Dricus by falling piano. Dricus by disappearing on one side of the cage and reappearing on the other side of the cage. My mom's addicted to doing any. Wait, hold on. Let me start that again. My mom's addicted to doing the penny stock stuff. She checks status every day and always moving and investing. Worse than my sports gambling addiction. Well, I mean, stocks are just gambling. That is the other thing. At the end of the day, it's like stocks are just legitimate gambling. Not worse because she actually makes money. Yeah, that's how I feel about my gambling. It's like at least my stocks are doing something for me, and some, I get a couple pennies dividends every month or whatever. Hamzat will never lose, brother. Hamzat lost to Gilbert Burns. Hamzat arguably lost to Gilbert Burns with Gilbert only having one arm. Look back to that fight. Hamzat almost lost to Kamaru Usman. I've had mixed results on penny stocks. Some clean up, others disappeared. Yeah, penny stocks are a little dangerous. Unless it's like a company that you actually believe in. But if your takes is the exact same as every other MMA YouTube channel, why create a video? I mean, if people like what you have to say, I mean, like, Why make a video? Because you have an audience that wants to hear you say it. That's why you make the video. What I see happening is Khamzat shooting a double leg and Dricus being awkward and just kneeing him in the head. Exactly. That's I'm in the same boat. Like, I think that if there's anybody whose style lends itself to being able to navigate Khamzat Chimaev, it's Dricus. Dricus is just awkward and weird, and he like is wriggly. I would say he kind of wriggles his way out of situations. He's the fucking champ for a reason, and he's been counted out all over in his career. I've been looking into the direction ETF for the S&P 500. Just haven't been able to get a price that I like. Okay. Well, that was a nice takedown for Barbosa. It's just a buzz that you get from penny stocks. Yeah, because it's like they shoot up real quick or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I'm doing all of mine like the fractional investing thing. So like, I don't know if they have many penny stocks offered on that. Because the market is at an all-time high right now. Is it really? Oh. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. Shit. Silva with the... Silva loses the guillotine too. Bro, we got 2 minutes left of this, and both of them have gotten really close to submitting each other, but neither has actually locked anything in. Khamzat loses his O tonight. Yes, sir. Bet the house on it. Calling it right now. There you go. Oh, DDP jumping over Khamzat's takedown. I like that. Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, I feel like Dricus can just, he'll figure it out. Like that's all. That's always what I think about Dricus is that like whatever comes to him, he figures it out. It might not be pretty. It might be sloppy and weird looking, but he figures it out. Though that being said, if Khamzat gets a first round submission, that'd be insane. I have a feeling it'll be fight of the year. I mean, maybe. We've had a lot of fight of the year contenders this year so far. The list is getting long, but I'm just hoping for a good fight. Obviously, I want to, just want to be entertained. So either way, I'll be happy. But I am rooting for Dricus. Because I feel like Khamzat, I said it on Yama years ago now, it feels like. I think at least over a year. But I've always said that I feel like Khamzat's game plan is so telegraphed that it's a solvable puzzle. You should be able to figure it out. If you are a high-level mixed martial artist, like you know what he's going to do, so figure out a way to survive the first round. That's it. Tony Ferguson, lover number 2. Edson next. I believe that Edson Barbosa is a little bit later, if I'm not mistaken, but it could be. I have to look at the order here. It might be M. Beisinger next. Next up is... Oh, no, you're right. It is Edson Barbosa next. Yes, my bad. You are correct, sir. Barbosa going for eye gouges, is she? I mean, she was just covering the mouth, but... All right, so the community parlay has busted in the first fight of it. So, let me turn off the feed for just a second here. Or turn off the audio of the feed. Because, where is it? Shame on you. There you go, E-Money J. Good job. Good job fucking us over with the most easily figured out non-call of all time. How the fuck, dude, every time with this guy. Every fucking time with this guy. I do not understand where he gets this information from and these wild hunches. The community parlay is dead. Long live the community parlay. right. Well, whatever. Vegas winning tonight? Yeah, exactly. All good. It is what it is. Yeah, exactly. And always, 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 E-Money J nowhere to be found when these terrible picks don't come through. Thoughts on Barboza doing a spinning head kick and knocking out close? Bro, that is an old, old Barboza now, brother. That Barboza's long gone, my dude. Oh, wow. And yeah, I didn't even notice. They gave Silva the win on that one. That's pretty wild. Barboza was definitely winning that fight. And Karine Silva is not understanding why the crowd is not on her side like she actually won that fight. Pretty crazy. He makes bets for Thinker and runs off after they miss and comes back once he wins. TJF, you are nailing it. And Tony Ferguson lover, yeah, I'm sorry, brother. I honestly think Drakkar Klose is a lot... At this stage of the game, I think Drakkar Klose is probably winning this fight. Because... Did you see Edson Barboza versus Lerone Murphy? That was the fight that made me really believe in Lerone Murphy. Yeah, Deani Barboza getting robbed over here. That's kind of wild. I'm going to have to rewatch that fight. How old is Edson now? What is he, like 38? 39, I want to say. Let's see. Let's take a look at that. Edson Barboza is... Oh, dude, he's 39. What's the most you bet on a single fighter if you're very confident in them winning? I mean, I'm not a huge bettor, John Dong. Like I don't wager large amounts of money. I bet more for the validation of being right. So, not a lot, but I think I put a straight bet on Juliana Pena to upset Amanda Nunes. I think that was like $20. So, I think I ended up winning like whatever it was, like $100 or something off of that. But I mean, like the bets that I'm putting in here are just like a couple bucks here and there, man. It's not a lot. Adds up over time if you hit, but you know, not a crazy amount. I'm not a massive gambler. I respect money too much. I think it's over. Yeah, I mean, it's not that it's over. He can still win fights. Is his eye always weird like that? What happened to his eye? Looks like Edson Barboza has like pink eye or something. I don't remember his eye being weird like that. Has he always had a weird eye? I mean, granted, yes, he has had some crazy spinning kick knockouts. Those are awesome. And yeah, I mean, Edson Barboza is a legend. Don't get it twisted. I love Edson Barboza. But I mean, you know, the era of him being this world-ending fighter. I mean, the dude, it's you know, it's not here anymore. I would say they're showing highlight footage of him when he still had hair. Never really know with the Brazilians. Shout out to Aldo. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is true. Edson Barboza is a dude that looks like he's aging in reverse. I mean, his physique has gotten better over the years somehow, but I mean, Drakkar Klose is really good. What I said on the podcast, Drakkar Klose is really good. His biggest downfall is the fact that he just doesn't fight very often. He's not very active. My friend got bread from the first Pereira versus Adesanya. Yeah, true. Yeah, my biggest hits were Pena on that fight against Nunes, and Nunes against Ronda Rousey. Those are like my two biggest hits. I knew Ronda was out. I knew she was done by that point. That whole lead up to that fight, Ronda versus Amanda Nunes, I was like, she is not at all in this thing anymore. She's going around, she's skipping media engagements, she's walking around with a towel on her head, not trying to talk to people. I'm like, she's mentally out of this game, dude. She's not in it. And that one worked out. Well, that was a robbery. What did Silva do to win that fight? No, it definitely was a robbery. But either way, what neither fighter did, E-Money J, is a finish. Edson loses via pink eye. Brother, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I was saying, what the hell happened to his eye? I've never, I don't remember him having any weird eye thing. Maybe they'll say something about it on commentary. I'll have to keep an ear out here. I think that I'm going to have to start docking you community parlay privileges, E-Money J. Because that's now 3 in a row, I think, that have all busted. Prime Edson was such a joy to watch. There are fans nowadays that don't even know how much of a menace he was. Win and lose are always fun. Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct, dude. Well, that's kind of neat what they're doing right now with this little Street Fighter graphic. That's kind of cool. A little Street Fighter action going on here. I like it. Mixing in my video game enjoyment. Flex WGL. Yes, thank you for joining the Discord there. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Arrogant Savage, you're absolutely right about Edson Barbosa. Always enjoyed watching that guy fight. Does have one of the greatest knockout highlights of all time in this sport with that knockout of Terry Eatum. So, yeah, I mean, Edson Barbosa is a legend of this sport, in my opinion. But at the same time, that's why you got to recognize that time moves on, you know? Realistically, where does Ronda Rousey rank in her prime in current UFC? Ooh, that's an interesting question. Like, how would she fare in current UFC terms? Probably not great, because Ronda was a one-trick pony, and that one trick is not very effective anymore. Like, all fighters, male and female, are pretty well equipped to be able to recognize when an armbar is coming. So I don't think that she'd have much success getting the armbar off. And of course, her striking was not very good. So sad to say. I mean, she is a pioneer for women in this sport. You know, she is the first major female MMA star, major. I mean, of course, Gina Carano before her and stuff like that. But she's the first woman to transcend the sport a little bit. So she does always hold her place as far as importance in this sport, but I don't think that her skill set would hold up very well currently. You got 5-1 on Strickland versus Adesanya. Based, bro. That was a good call. I kind of had a feeling on that one too, because I want to say that was a quick turnaround for Adesanya, and I don't know. There was just something about that fight where I kind of had an inkling that Strickland might win. But, yeah, good job for you on that one. Sometimes those crazy underdogs end up hitting, and then you get some really good results there. Maybe M. Bisinger ends up getting beaten right now. We'll see. We hit last week. We hit one part of it last week, but then you made me parlay it into the next thing. Not parlay it, but you made me put it into fucking, what's his name? Cicada. Remember Cicada? Come on, bro. You're seeing DDP highlights right now? Yeah, they were doing that little Street Fighter thing. That was pretty cool. Appeasing the gamer side of me. Exactly. I love that. I'm going to have to tell Vitzking about that. He's a big Street Fighter guy. Gina Carano is the OG hottie before anyone else, and she's still fine as fuck. She got done dirty by Disney. I agree on all of that. I mean, on the Disney part, Disney has every right to do whatever they want as far as that goes. That's an employer-employee relationship, and, you can get fired for any reason as far as I'm concerned in a free market. But She ended up getting a nice bag off of it, so guess it is what it is. Surprised the press conference wasn't DDP shit talking, but to be fair, he got booed every time he tried to speak. Yeah, that was weird. I guess there's a lot of Hamzat fanboys out there in Chicago, but it was very strange to see him getting booed like that, because I was like, why? Where's this all coming from? They're in Chicago. That's neutral territory for those guys. I bought an Adesanya shirt right before the Strickland fight and was supposed to burn it after I bet with my friend. Did you end up burning it? Did you do it? Or did you Welsh on the bet? You can't Welsh on your bets, bro. If you made the bet, you got to stick with it. That being said, I mean, I don't understand what that does. But I guess if you're doing it as a bet and he was the one wanting you to burn it, then I guess it makes him feel good. So should have done it. You got to stick with it. In hindsight, Strickland was a good underdog pick because he did good against Cannonier and Imavov. I guess he was just such a big underdog because Izzy did better against Pereira and Strickland. Yeah, Pereira than Strickland. Yes. I mean, Israel Adesanya was at the time. I mean, before the Strickland fight, was one of the most dominant champions the sport has ever seen. So, of course, he was going to be a favorite. Same with Amanda Nunes against Juliana Pena. I mean, like, you know, you have a champion that is retaining for as long as they had. I mean, Adesanya had defended the belt like 5-6 times or something like that. He was on like a 10-fight win streak and defended like several times by then. So it was very obvious why he was the favorite. And really, I mean, it just looked like Israel had kind of an off night that night, but then he didn't really like come back and redeem himself immediately. So just witnessing the progression of the sport, and it is what it is. Agree Savage, but Laura is my favorite UFC hottie. Yeah. I mean, as far as as far as fighters / commentators go, Laura's probably my one. Of course, Meg O'Leary, hottest lady on television, period. But Laura's up there. I like little Mackenzie Pavicic, too. She's a little cutie. That big, wide mouth of hers. You see Bilal trying to take credit for the booze. Said DDP has to check in before he come into Chicago. Yeah, that was hilarious to me. Check in with Bilal. Like Bilal has any pull in Chicago. No one in Chicago knows that Bilal is from Chicago. I want to smack Bilal sometimes, but then he'd end up fighting me to a decision. Exactly. Careful, bro. He'll wrestle you for a really long time. That's 25 minutes of your life that you're never getting back. Edson looks like he has palsy. Oh, no. It is very strange. I don't know what the hell's up with Edson, man. That eye is concerning. DC is the real UFC hottie. That's absolute facts. More cushion for the pushing. You know? Big girls need love too, man. Come on. Jared Cannonier ending his 7 main event streak tonight, which is kind of wild. What? Wait a second. Jared Cannonier was in 7 main. Yeah, I guess so, right? That is wild. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, Barbosa's eye, man. I cannot get over that. That is what's going on there? Think you're gonna steal Megan away from Joseph? Don't say that, bro. Joe B's gonna be at my doorstep. Hey, bro, what's up? Heard you were saying how much you like my wife. You know she just had a baby, right? You know we're a family, right? Yo, Joe, it ain't like that, Joe. Come on, man. Be cool, Joe. I just envy you, bro. I envy you. I don't even know if I really even want Meg, bro. She's got an attitude. All right, fight's underway here, and they're both coming out pretty decently strong here. As I said, I think Drakkar Klose is winning this fight. Nice low kick for Barbosa. Hamzat picking up and spinning DC like a child was one of the funniest things. Yeah, that's true. He did really just like twirl him like a baby. No! I mean, if that's the case, Joe B, then like good for you. But like, I don't want to be one of them though. Ooh, nice overhand for Barbosa there. All right, Drakkar is staying right up in close range, which is probably good, but Barbosa doing the right thing by going low to the calves into the body. Of course, Barbosa's kicks are still very fast. Ooh, nice uppercut for Barbosa, close range. All right, Klose has Barbosa on the cage. If he can get this takedown, he's going to be in good shape. Nice old school foot stomp there. Appreciate that. Crowd instantly booing very loudly the second that anybody clinches. Yeah, Klose really attacking the foot. Yeah, he is really attacking the foot. All right. Edson reverses the clinch. You're just staring at his eye, bro. I agree. I'm telling you, if I was Drakkar Klose, I'd be like in a position like this where they're like almost face to face. I'd be like, get that eye away from me, bro. You know that shit's contagious. Edson Barbosa is, yeah, he's they're saying that Joe Rogan's saying that he's surprised that Barbosa's keeping this clinch, and I'm agreeing with that. It's like you're not getting anything out of this clinch, and Drakkar Klose is just stomping on the feet, landing little knees. There's the disengagement finally. All right. Yeah, Drakkar Klose needs to get this thing to the ground, man. Ooh, there you go. Good right hand. All right, there's another shot there. Good takedown defense for Barbosa right now. Yeah, Barbosa reverses clinch again. Nice little knee there. Crowd is applauding. I don't know if they're applauding for Edson's knees or if they're applauding for something else, but a little smattering of applause there. It was like an applause break. It was a little applause break. Ooh, uh-oh. Low kick looked like it might have affected Drakkar a little bit there. I'd like to see more activity out of Drakkar Klose, though. He's kind of looks like he's a little sluggish right now for some reason. Barbosa is still very fast, of course, so I can understand him looking faster, but I would like to see Drakkar Klose getting a little bit more active. He might be scaling. Nice spinning body kick for Barbosa. Nice uppercuts there for Klose. All right. Well, a couple spinning kicks don't land. I mean, Drakkar Klose is definitely not going to be knocking out Edson Barbosa. So the ground is really where he wants this fight to go. See if he can wear him down, get him down later in the fight. Yeah, Barbosa with a nice body shot. There we go. Okay, that was a good one for Klose. Another clinch now. More foot stomps. I love that Drakkar Klose is he has a commitment to foot stomping. Gotta love it. That's old school mentality right there. You got a foot, I'm gonna stomp that. A couple of thigh punches at the end. Those never look good. All right. Let's see what we got here. I watched a compilation of MMA trash talk, and that one gets me every time when Joe was coaching tough against Henry, Man, I miss the old Tough days. I feel like Tough now is just Contender Series with more talk about missing their family. Yeah. Yeah. It most definitely is. Yeah, the Ultimate Fighter is very much just the same thing repeated over and over again. It's the same basic stories, same family elements, not much entertainment. But, it's like, it's a legacy product. You know what I mean? Like, it's so important to the history of this sport that I still just have a love for it either way. But I do like if there's at least something to keep my interest. At least last season we had Valentina Shevchenko and Amanda Grasso, or Alexa Grasso. That was nice to see. Two very lovely ladies. But this season with Chael and DC, nothing really entertaining going on. I still have Drakkar Noir aftershave from the 90s. My man. That's also old school. That's as old school as the foot stomps. Dave smelling like a European kidnapper. Uh-oh. Oh. All right. Hopefully everything's good there. We got a little bit of frame drop. We got a little bit of weather going on out here, so sorry for that. Hopefully everything's all right on stream. Yeah, just a little blip, but hopefully the weather will pass. Wasn't that the cologne that Liam used to track the guys in Taken? Close really likes those feet. Hey, that's the one time that being a foot person is acceptable by me. Yeah, sorry, Pre. Apologize about that. A couple of frame drops there, but we're good. Yeah, Florida weather, exactly. Oh, uh-oh. All right, Drakkar close. Putting that work in. Couple nice shots there. But yeah, Barbosa pulls him in. If Drakkar can get him to the ground now, this would be really good work for him here. Drakkar slowly swinging the tide of this fight. Damn, 51 strikes in the clinch for Drakkar Close. Yeah, gotta love Florida weather is right. Look at those foot stomps. Bro, Drakkar Close is spamming foot stomps. I love it. At least it's now and not main card. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it'll pass by then. That's the one good thing about Florida weather is that it generally doesn't stick around for very long. Because, yeah, it's thundering up a storm out there. Yeah, it's loud. Oh, all right. That was a good evasion of the low kick for Drakkar Close. Yeah, Close starting to get the rhythm down a little bit more here. Yeah, Close is been scaling. It's fine now. If I even have a rain cloud above Starlink, it craps out. Ah, that sucks, dude. Yeah, that's the one downfall of the satellite deal. But it is cool that you have that out there. Out there on the farm. Out there away from civilization. Hoofing it. All right. Ooh. All right. A couple other good shots there. Yeah, Close landing some good shots now. Barbosa looking a little sluggish now, man. I mean, that speed that we saw in the first round. Oh, that was a good one for Barbosa, though. Barbosa swinging from far distance. Jumping spinning kick for Barbosa. That was nice. Ooh, there's a heavy one for Barbosa. Close. Yo, I appreciate Close, though, right now, because Barbosa's landing some heavy shots, but Close is just he's pushing. He's locked in. Yeah, Close is tough, dude. I like Drakkar. Nice. Ooh, there's a heavy one for Barbosa. Close. Yo, I appreciate Close, though, right now, because Barbosa's landing some heavy shots, but Close is just he's pushing. He's locked in. Yeah, Close is tough, dude. I like Drakkar Close. That's what I said on the podcast. The only thing about Drakkar Close that's a detriment is We back? We good? Looks like we're back. All right. Yeah. Let me get back to live here. Shoot. Yeah. Like I said, bear with me, people. True. Yeah, Savage. You're probably going to get the storm that I got right now. That is facts. All good. All right. Cool. Yeah, appreciate you, Pre. Just got to roll with it, you know. I'm not going to get mad about it cuz it's outside of my control. But I do apologize for the viewing experience cuz I know how annoying that is. And I came back right to commercials, so I'm hoping that that was the end of the round and not just them giving me a bunch of commercials while the fights are going on. Okay, it was. All right, we're good. Twitch seems to be dropping harder than YouTube. All right, fair enough. Yeah, YouTube is pretty good about keeping the stream all like going through the connection attempts and stuff. Yeah, but it is annoying. I hate when that happens. This is a good fight so far, though. 1-1 going into the third. Hey, Beeb, what's up, man? You got 180 on Drekus? Damn, dude. Big spender over here. I appreciate it. Let's go, brother. I'm hoping that happens, man. Hoping to get this massive W, bro. I do too. I definitely hope you get that. I am also rooting for Drekus, so that's your OT money. Got you, bro. Best of luck, my dude. That's mad but fair play. Yeah, I kind of feel that same way, but either way, I mean, not that it's crazy that it couldn't happen, but it's just a lot to go in, you know? That's a heavy bet. You got 30 on Hamzat? All right. Differing opinions over here. I'm staying away from betting on the main event. I'm just going to watch and enjoy. They're saying that Edson Barbosa's wearing the damage on his face like he didn't come into this fight with pink eye. If Gumshot wins, I won't be that upset. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad that that's the case. Should be prelims now. Yeah, it's coming into prelims here in after this fight. We're in the third round of Close and Barbosa. I sent that when I was going when it was going down, so it didn't get through. But for Thinker, but yeah, Starlink is a lifesaver. Yeah, true. Have to go about 15, 20 miles towards town just to get like 1 bar of self-service. Right on, man. Yeah, well, that is what happens when you live out in the boonies, out there making the livestock happen for the good people of Florida. We appreciate you, brother. True. Got you, Pre. Well, welcome to the show. Please, Barbosa. Yeah, I mean, I hope, bro. I mean, this is a close round so far. That was good. Yeah, Edson landing good here. Oh, that was a nice return by Drakkar. Yeah, Edson up on the live odds, but the judges did just rob, what's her name, Diani Barbosa. Drakkar Close definitely keeping the pressure on. I mean, he's right up in his face. He's not giving Barbosa the distance for the kicks, so he just needs to be more active with his hands. Like, throw more, bro. Yeah, there you go. Nice low kick for Edson. Another nice low kick. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Jakar Close is just falling back behind. He pulled ahead in the second round, and he's like regressing. But there were some low kicks for Jakar. Reaching with the shots. I mean, like, I don't know why he's not throwing more combos, Jakar Close, but clinches up again. I don't think this is going to win him the round. Thoughts on Conor McGregor getting removed from the UFC roster? I thought that was trolling. Is that actually true? Yeah, I thought that was troll shit. Spinning head kick coming trust. Tony, I'm hoping. Let's see it. Now's the time. 20 seconds left in the fight. Barbosa doesn't even go for those anymore. There was a spinning kick, but it wasn't high enough to be a head kick. Hey, Jakar Close answers back with a spinning kick. Cartwheel kick for Jakar Close. What the fuck? All right, that was weird. Yeah, I would say Barbosa won that fight. I think Jakar Close didn't do enough in that third round. It's kind of funny. The last few people I sold turkeys to wanted them as pets. Interesting. Pet turkeys. Why? When I started doing turkey, it was for meat. Didn't think people would have pet turkeys, but now I see it. Okay. I mean, if people want pet turkeys, that's their prerogative, I suppose. I don't know why anybody would think that they would make good pets, but my turkeys and quail are super friendly, so people find them hard to kill. Oh, okay, maybe that makes sense. Had one guy buy another one because his kids got attached. Oh, all right, hey, look, whatever makes people happy, man. If you got the land and you can treat the animals right, and that's what you want, that's what makes your kids happy, then more power to them, I guess. Turkey-loving sons of bitches. I would class myself as one of those. Turkey's my favorite meat. Welp, indeed, Tony. Tony. Feel sorry for you on this one, but I do think that Edson won that fight. Your girlfriend used to have pet chickens? Well, so does Fluffy Hernandez. Have an American friend here who used to farm turkeys. I like them. You make the turkey warble sound and they respond. It's funny. There you go. Maybe you're making a good case for turkeys as pets. All right, unanimous decision. 29-28. Oh, wow. Okay, Jakar Close gets the win. I don't know about that one. Crowd seems to be okay with it. That third round, I don't know, dude. I'll have to rewatch it, but I thought Edson won that third round. God damn, dude. Why the fuck it's got to be storming like this while it's fucking pay-per-view night? We're watching a premium event here. Why you got to do me like that, God? Yeah, hopefully it'll pass. But, all right, yeah, coming into prelims proper here. First time using the streaming service for UFC. Prelims haven't started. Prelims are just now starting. Yep, prelims have now just started. We're looking at shots of liquor bottles with some jazzy piano. This is the Chicago way. What is this little Brian Urlacher? Oh, yeah, I know Urlacher. Because I'm getting like 4 minutes of ads. Word. Hey, Lohan Gaming. Yo.